cry.
Swirling mess.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Mic'd up. Turn our mother loving mic up.
Slim, what's up, Dre? How you doing? Yeah, I'll mute your mic.
Hunger Games up in my head. Gotta get the dough, babies need.
You gotta go and sit.
Virgil. All right.
Nah, you ain't doing me like that. You ain't doing me.
From our Black Queen, Sasha.
And Goldust. All right.
Yo, you are foul, bro. You are.
Jeff Hardy at number 5.
Number 5.
Goldust. All right, Goldust. All right, time. All right. Eddie Guerrero's going in wrestling God. You're just gonna have to be mad. You're just gonna have to be mad. That's just how it works. No, you whoa.
Keep the job. I ain't giving donkeys today. That's the seed of God plotting on my.
I'm giving you a horn swallow. You get a goddamn spirit swallow. You're nasty, filthy top 5.
Peers, who as it appears, ain't on my tier. Being hated by cats who ain't make it, that ain't my fault.
My favorite what?
What is your favorite finish move?
Favorite?
It doesn't matter what your favorite finish move. Oh no. Oh, this
God damn it. It's your photo 40%. Yo, Montez, I think you put me on.
Yeah, I was about to say this. Hold on, yo. You lucky WWE got copyright, love. Boy, I would play the Street Fighter.
I'm excited. It should be fun. I'm gonna beat her ass. But
all right, talk your talk.
I'm more interested in it now than I was before. To be honest with you, I mean, I was interested into this, it's money in the bank.
You know what I mean? It's like,
you gotta have some good and bad in their team. And even when it don't make sense, so that's why I feel like.
I mean, because really that was their, other than like the AJs and stuff like that was really his, you know what I'm saying? That was like the most credible.
Hey, it goes right over my face too perfectly. That is funny.
I tried. I swear. Yo, listen. I tried. Stop. Let it happen. I'm gonna need you to relax.
wow, dog. It's like you knew where I was gonna be on the screen.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
WE Wrestling Podcast, no cap. It's a beastly type recap. This should be a goodie. We're gonna run down little stuff on the wrestling streets. We definitely gonna recap Bash at Berlin and NXT No Mercy and so much more. Shout out to my co-host from the West Side, Unhinged Dre, who you can follow on the whole effing show, streaming on all platforms. He should be pulling up a little later. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the Sorry. Before we get into this, and don't worry, you can cuss on here. That's just me. Oh, we got to do the intro. We haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this, though. We had an indie wrestler. Let's do this properly. This is going to be good. Once again, shout out to all of y'all, the viewers, the supporters, the followers, the subscribers. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. You can follow me on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and so much more. We're streaming live on all platforms. And you know I gotta do it right. Because we got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. We got a special appearance on tonight's card here tonight. Gotta do them right. We'll just pick the best one. Here we go. Let's see how that one sounds. Let's do it. Let's do them properly. It's first time being here. Let's treat them right. Treat them like the indie wrestlers we had on here before, like Willie Finesse, Nivea, Ladies, oh, sorry. Let me get my right voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming down to the ring from Tennessee. You can find him on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at G1 Beastie. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the man, the myth himself, G1.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Yo, appreciate that intro, boss. Appreciate that one.
You deserve it. G1 BC, man. I ain't gonna lie, before we get into it, yo, some people owe you a check.
Yeah.
Some people owe you a check, because I'm not gonna lie. I have watched NXT more, I should say, ever since I discovered the G1 Beastie page. I'm gonna let that be out there. Definitely tune in every Tuesday.
Bro, listen, it's not that they owe me a check, okay? I'm gonna say that they owe me my flowers. Give me my flowers. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Because I feel like I've opened the door to explaining how good
you're
NXT
wrong.
actually is.
You did. I'm perfect example. I gotta ask you, this is OE Wrestling. We always start off like this. G1 Beastie. Who is your personal top 5?
Oh. All time or active? All time or active?
All time.
All time. Okay. I'm gonna put Bray number 1, if you can't tell by the shirt, the posters. I gotta go Shawn Michaels number 2.
Oh, I like it. I like
This
it.
is off the dome too. Man, you gotta put Cena in the top 5. No matter if you like him, you hate him. Gotta put him in the top 5. I'll put him in number 3. Oh man, I'm gonna say Triple H 4.
Not mad
And
at it.
okay, I'm gonna catch some flag for this one. I'm gonna catch some flag.
It's perfect.
Evan Bourne number 5.
Ooh.
Evan Bourne number 5. Matt Seidel.
Matt
Evan
Seidel.
Bourne.
Evan
Yeah,
Bourne.
Matt Seidel, Evan Bourne, whatever you want to call him, number 5.
You remind me of Amazing Red so much.
Dude, because okay, I'll explain why he's in my top 5. A lot of
Okay.
people wouldn't put him in the top 100.
Okay.
But dude, I grew up watching Evan Bourne, and there was something about that. What was it called? The shooting star,
Mm,
that
I,
moonsault that he did.
I'm definitely a fan of that maneuver. The shooting star press, definitely.
And dude, we can give him his flowers, okay? Seth Rollins' sell of the RKO at WrestleMania might be number 1.
Oh yeah,
But
Evan Bourne. Yeah,
but
that won't forget that one.
no, I mean he's
Our
gonna live on forever, if only for that clip.
It's crazy. All right, word on the wrestling street before we get into the recap. Odyssey Jones.
Dude, don't get me started, brother. Listen, I'm gonna try to keep this as sponsor friendly as I can. If he did it, good. If he did it, great.
I agree.
I'm glad he's gone.
agree. If he did, I agree.
But it just seems a little suspicious.
Nash
As
Carter.
soon as
Nash Carter.
yeah,
That's what I've been
exactly.
saying. Or Zachary Wentz.
Exactly.
I
It-
literally look at him now. Oh no, it really wasn't that.
dude. Or same thing with Enzo Amore. As
Yup.
soon as they get a little taste, as soon
Yup.
as somebody sees them doing good, they're there to pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he did it, good. Get him gone.
Absolutely.
You know, if he did it, hope he rots in hell. Perfectly honest. But
Absolutely. I agree.
but it just seems a little ironic. But that's still a developing story, so we'll see what comes of it.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't do it. I actually want to say that. Hopefully he didn't do it. But that one was a heartbreaker. It's like, dang. So do we still go that Xavier Woods might be turning heel route?
I don't think so. Unless here's what I'm saying. Unless they get a shot at the titles and then they lose.
And they
And then maybe that's where Woods turns heel. But other than that, I don't I don't see it happening. There's too much money in the New Day.
I agree. I agree. And then I know Biggie is still trying to get in the ring. I know I want him to take his time, no rush at all. That
No,
was
no, no, no.
that was a major injury, but it's still a little hype knowing all of that.
Yeah,
But
dude,
let's
I mean, if go ahead, go ahead.
no, go ahead. No.
I was gonna say if Biggie comes back, I think that's the night that Woods turns. That makes
Mm,
the most sense. Just spoil the party. Spoil the
oh
party. I mean,
man,
it'll be worse than the Shield breakup.
that's top hill level right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want that heat, get that heat.
Especially after a return of an injury like that, that's some good heat. Well, let's get into the recap. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE had a wonderful, to me, a great wrestling weekend. They delivered on these PLEs from No Mercy. But the first one we about to get into, Bash at Berlin. But before we get into the card, how did you feel about the aura, the energy from this pay-per-view
Dude.
alone?
Dude, okay. So I have a little theory. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The European shows are always more hype because they're rare.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The US shows, okay, just look at it from Bash in Berlin. Hell, you know what? We'll go the SmackDown before in Berlin.
Mhm.
Okay. And you take that and compare that to the Raw Monday night and day difference on the crowd. I mean, everybody in Berlin was excited to be there. It almost seemed like Monday night that people were forced to be there. You know what I mean?
Shows, they make you watch the pre-shows because of their energy.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Their post conference, like I'm watching all of that just to see them hyped and live. Michael Cole's getting a pop. Like this is different. This is the energy we want, but nobody in the
And
state delivering.
dude, you could take if you could take the energy that Ludwig got Friday night and
Mhm.
bottle it and sell it, you'd be a millionaire in 37 seconds. I guarantee it.
And before we gonna get into the main event, but I do, since he brought up Ludwig, that announcing skills was crazy. That was a
Dude,
moment.
dude. Every single butt left the seat when he grabbed that mic. I mean, you could just see it from the Raptors to the floor. Everybody was standing. You could have taken all the chairs out of the venue, and everybody in that moment would have been fine. I think I saw a lady in a wheelchair stand up. Honestly, I think I did.
That's that Joe Hendry energy right there.
Yeah, yeah, truly,
But man, we started off with a banger. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, the WW. Kevin Owens is my personal top five, and I got a personal reason with him too. But he's in my top five. And that match, it did tell a story. I appreciate it because of the story.
dude. I feel like that should have been the KO heel turn.
Absolutely.
Winning the title, dude.
I
All
think
he had to do,
that
one
might.
power bomb on the apron, and it's over.
I think it's going to be a rematch at Bad
I,
Blood.
what?
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens the one. That whole
See what
close
I'm
shit thing. If anybody know how to to do a backstabbing turn angle with a best friend, it's definitely Kevin Owens.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
This
But
whole
you think it's that bad blood though?
yeah, because who's next for Cody?
See, what I was thinking is this is the last SmackDown on Fox tomorrow.
Uh,
I'm thinking they might run the rematch tomorrow.
mm,
Or on the first Fox or on the first SmackDown on USA.
I think we
It's
turn
either
KO Hill before he have his rematch.
you think so?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Dude, if he would have turned in that match, he would have been a world champion. That's that's all I'm gonna say, and that's why personally, besides Jade and Bianca winning, that was my second to worst match on the card.
Ooh, I'm not mad at that. If you go
dude.
by,
And listen, it's only because Kevin Owens had no problem turning on Sami Zayn, had
yeah,
no problem turning on. I mean, no problem turning on Chris Jericho, right?
yeah,
There was no problem. But Cody, it's a problem with the WWE Championship on the line.
I ain't
Get
gonna.
out of my face.
But for that to be my top five, I said that from the get. I don't like this angle. I don't like this. Why are you saying no to a world title? That sounds crazy. That sounds ridiculous. I'm not
Thank
going
you.
to
That's
sound
like if you ask me right now if I won $1,000,000, I'm not gonna say no, I don't deserve it. I'll be like, yeah, dude, come on, run it. Let's go.
and then knowing Kevin Owens and being a fan of him, yeah, that the kayfabe smack then is like, bro, you stop from stomping on him. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is too much. I went too far. I
You
see that.
had him in the position for the apron power bomb, and you
Yeah,
didn't pull the trigger. Like I
that's
get I
trying
get
to
the storyline of friendship, right?
exactly.
But you
But
turned on Chris Jericho at the celebration of friendship. What are we talking about?
you turn on Sami Zayn. That's the
Yeah,
worst. Like that's literally the story of that's your brother. Like
yeah.
at the
No, El
wedding.
Generico himself.
Exactly. Like no, Kevin Steen and El Generico.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I kind of agree. It hurts because that's my favorite. But you are right. That was kind of I did not like. Hopefully Friday they they make up for it somehow.
Even if Cody would have still won by overcoming the heel turn or whatever, it
Yeah,
was still the time. I mean,
yeah,
there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like they had it in their hand and they dropped it.
yeah. But I said this when Cody won it. The man I actually think that's going to take the title from Cody Rhodes is Randy Orton.
I as well agree.
That's the biggest story for Cody Rhodes. Everybody talking about we need a story, we need a story. Him and Randy, the history, the Randy being Hill. Oh my gosh, that
Dude,
alone,
the legacy of it.
exactly. That's what. That was a bar again. That was a bar again. Oh my gosh, the legacy in there. I caught that one. Too bad we can't talk about it though, or they can't use it. It's
Yeah.
Ted DiBiase, right?
Dude, RIP that man's career.
Yeah,
That boy
he's
went to jail for tax fraud. That's another segment. We could run on that all night.
he's done. Him and his football player.
Oh man.
But up next, oh well, you said so I guess we going to your. I guess we getting your worst matches out of the way because up next is the tag team match.
Dude. Okay, I'm not mad at the match. I'm not Jay didn't botch but once or twice that match. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
she's getting better.
yes, yes,
But Jade and Bianca didn't need that match. Alba
yeah.
and Isla did. You know what I mean? He's like,
I
now what are they doing?
I agree because
Now
I'm
what are they doing? I mean, they got the number one contenders again, right? They won Friday night, I,
yeah
I believe.
immediately again.
Yeah, so I mean, we're running that match right back, which makes no sense. I okay. Here's my whole thing, and please correct me if you think I'm wrong. Jade and Bianca are both established stars. You could put world titles on them right now, and it
Yeah,
would be fine. Nobody would bat an eye.
I agree.
If you put a world title on Alba or Isla, everybody's going to be like, "You're crazy. What are
Yeah,
you doing?"
I agree.
That should have been the match that they cemented themselves as actual stars.
I
That
agree.
should have been the match that they said, "Okay, we're here to play. We're here to stay."
And
And it wasn't. They
Devin
lost.
should have got involved because out of all the little three teams that's coming together, that's the three team I'm more interested in. Blair Davenport, Alba Fire, and Dawn. I
Yeah,
want to see more from them. I do
yeah.
agree that it hurts to say because Bianca Belair is my top five for women. But once again, that's right. That is, I have no argument to that.
No,
I,
because they didn't need it at all. I
yeah,
mean, it should have been the match where Alba and Isla cemented themselves as stars,
yeah. I
as
did that.
competent as competent threats to a world title, and it was not. And that's my whole problem with it. The match I thought was great,
Yeah.
but the ending, the result is not what I was looking for.
At all. But one ending result I did like the strap match, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, which is definitely a little fun fact. I do see this leading to a Hell in the Cell match at Bad Blood.
I agree.
I looked it up. So Bad Blood. This is the anniversary of Bad Blood because the last time they used it, that card had the Undertaker versus Mankind, right? Yeah, Undertaker versus Mankind, Hell in the Cell match. So why not?
And that was their second one, no?
Yeah, yeah, because I think their first one was
That was King of the Ring.
yeah, King of the Ring in your house, wasn't it?
Yep.
But this match was good. I was
Dude,
highly.
I thought the match was great. Okay, knowing what I know from Monday Night Raw, the result makes sense. But in the moment, I was thinking that it should have been Drew just dominating Punk. And I literally wanted Drew to carry Punk on his shoulders and touch all four corners. I wanted it to be an absolute mugging. And I wanted because I wanted that to lead to Punk like finding himself in the Hell in a Cell. Becoming the CM Punk that was one of the longest reigning WWE champions of all time.
Yeah, because that's
what I wanted.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that. Because that would have been 2 L's in a row. That would have been different for WWE instead of 50-50 booking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
50-50 booking. But the match was
But
good.
knowing what I know from Monday Night Raw, it was perfect.
Yeah, I was highly entertained. Oh, and talking about Raw, we can segue that real quick. That was I like that.
Dude, snapping the bracelet, shoving it in his mouth.
Finally, oh my god, it broke it. Oh my, I mean Claymore.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, with the bracelet in your mouth, eat the words you live by. Dude, that was a moment for me.
The bracelet that was in his crotch.
Yeah, 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 dude. Yeah, we can, dude. And the fact that CM Punk like kissed it and like sniffed it at the end of the match.
Oh,
oh, come on now.
He came from his sweaty nuts,
dude. It was, oh my god, that was one of the most like WTF moments I've ever seen. Like he didn't pull it out of a Ziploc bag. He didn't take it out of a pouch. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that is skin to bracelet. Middle of the match.
Sweat here, all of that. You
just, dude, and he just took it in. Just took it in.
Guys, relax. RELAX.
Just took it in.
Dude, I mean, there was no excuse for that. No excuse. I mean, he could have pulled it from under the ring. He could have pulled it out of a Ziploc bag, a backpack, a pouch.
Middle of the match.
No. And to me, honestly, that was the low point of the match. The ending, the very end, where he kisses the bracelet and sniffs it and just absorbs all of Drew McIntyre's essence. That was the low point of the match to me.
His best in his glory.
Absolutely odd.
Tag match, and I also want to just talk about some more about this because I'm getting a little upset. But a mixed tag team match: Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley versus Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan.
Again, dude, almost all of these matches had endings that I wouldn't have picked.
Me neither.
I think Dom and Liv should have won this because now, I mean, what's next? They've already been beat.
Oh well, since we here, just so we did the segue off of that. Oh, I'm glad you said that because now I gotta go off. Segue off of Liv and Morgan and the whole Rhea thing. First of all, the world champion was running away, got hounded down, and taken out by a girl on crutches. On crutches. Dirty Dom ran away. I can kind of get that. But my problem with this isn't Finn Balor supposed to be the highlight of this?
Dude.
He's
Okay.
becoming an afterthought. I
As
was hyped
soon
for this rivalry. I remember
as soon as the women's world title is removed, as soon as the women's world title is removed, right now this feud has nothing. I mean, Finn and Damian should have been the highlight of this. Rhea and Liv should have done their own thing. That mixed tag match to me makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Like just the fact that it happened, let alone the fact that Rhea and Damian won. No, no, thank you.
why is Finn? I don't get why is Finn the back burner of this. I get it. This should have segued into the why we got here. Like why the breakup happened. They should have won. How I feel you, and they should have won because of Finn. How he screwed him the first time. Keep
Yep.
screw him over again. Like make Damian Priest snap because of that. Make Damian Priest look more of a powerhouse babyface.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
I
now, so in your opinion, do you think now that the door is open to Damian and Finn that we get them at Bad Blood, and maybe, just maybe, in God, I am hoping and crossing my fingers, toes, and whatever else I can, the return of the Demon to remind Damian of who Finn Balor is.
But I feel like they don't got enough. What was it? October? Or maybe they do. Okay, maybe yeah, that can happen. That can happen. But
They have a month.
They have to start on Monday. They have to start on Monday. Damian Priest. If we going this far, Damian Priest just needs to beat up Finn. Then every chance he get, every chance
Yeah.
he get. And
He
Finn,
needs to incapacitate Finn. He needs to pull a Bronson Reed on Braun Strowman assault on Finn Balor.
oh man, Braun Strowman. I got something else to say about that too.
In my opinion, Damian should do to Finn what I thought Drew McIntyre should have done to Punk. I mean, it should be absolutely brutal. And Finn comes back and reminds Damian that there is this demon that lives within him. And he has just put it on the back burner because he's trying to be a better person or something.
Right. And we haven't
That's
seen the Demon in so long either. Perfect
no,
time.
and Finn said he's not bringing it back. But if
Oh,
he does, the fanboy in me for seeing Finn mask that face paint, to don that face paint,
the
come
his,
out to the heartbeat,
oh,
crawl out with whatever tassels he's had on his head. Bring me back the NXT Demon and let's go.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Give Damian Priest a nice little entrance too. Priest versus the Demon. Look how it writes itself.
Dude, that's literally okay. And I'm not trying to exaggerate this. If they No, I'm not even gonna compare it to Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. That there's no way that Damian lives up to The Undertaker. But it could be a shoot off of that. You know what I mean? That good versus evil. It writes itself. Shawn Michaels, born again Christian, The Undertaker, the literal face of darkness. It would write itself, and God, it would sell some t-shirts.
Absolutely. Don't talk that money.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like if they let me book the show, they would make triple. H. Haha, shoot it.
Another bar.
Cheers. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this main event delivered, and I mean delivered. Gunther, Randy Orton. When I tell you the energy, the hype, everything, was there. It felt. I'm not gonna hold you. Shout out to my boy Cole. Out of all the matches, just this match alone, it felt like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, the crowd, them two just staring each other down. Oh my god, I'm so mad they did not pan out for that wave.
Yeah. Dude, it should have. I feel like they missed the opportunity to do the Rock and who's it? Rock and Austin
Yeah,
or Rock and Hogan that had like they looked to each side and then they looked back
yeah, that was
middle
it.
of the ring. That they should have done that. That
Man,
would have been the moment.
people was
But
hyped for Randy. It was 50-50 in there.
dude, this match had everything. But I feel like personally, dude, I feel like Gunther was the underdog going into this. I do. And if you heard the crowd, again, it was I wouldn't say it was 50-50. I would say it was 75-25, Randy Orton having the 75. I mean, the chance of RKO, the chance of Randy, the Let's Go Gunthers being like in the background of the Let's Go Randy. Dude, it was so odd almost to see Gunther being the hometown hero.
Yeah,
and,
it was different.
and Randy still getting the pop he got. You didn't hear one person boo Randy Orton.
Nah, everybody was singing his song.
Yeah.
Everyone was singing his song.
And and that just speaks to the legend that Randy Orton is. Like, not even your hometown, your home country. You're in enemy territory. Like, if this was World War II, you'd be fighting everybody else there. And they're singing your song. They're chanting your name. They knew every word in English, brother. They knew every word in English. That speaks to the legend that Randy Orton is. No longer the legend killer, the absolute legend.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was amazing to see. Like I said, before we even got into the match, and then Ludwig. Oh, gotta give him his props. Ludwig. How good it was. I'm gonna admit this because Samantha is one of my favorite. Well, Howard Finkel might be my favorite, but Samantha is one of my favorite announcers. And the way Ludwig announced Gunther, and then hearing Samantha say it later in the match, I was like, Ludwig should have said that.
Yeah, he should have, dude. That pop would have been crazy. That
No,
pop would have been nuts. I didn't even think about that. That is exactly how it should have went down.
because I heard Samantha say it, I was like, oh, Samantha didn't announce it, and then I was like, oh no, that's not the same. That's not the same.
No, that intro was absolutely iconic. And I wish I understood German. I wish they would have had subtitles. I want to know what he said. Because what he said, I felt.
Subtitles would have been fire. Just so I could try to say it.
It would have been phenomenal.
Darling General.
Yeah. Gunther. You know what I'm saying, dude? That was a moment. That's a moment to me that should, if it's dealt with right, that's a moment that should be replayed every time Gunther comes to the ring.
Absolutely.
That moment should go down in WWE history because that pop when Ludwig announced Gunther to the ring, he was already in the ring, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That moment was one of the biggest pops for an announcement, a ring announcement. I mean,
was Paul Heyman level. Seriously.
Yeah. No, we haven't had that since Paul Heyman.
When he interrupt the announcer to announce Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. And that's what that should be handled like. And I wouldn't be mad if Ludwig is Gunther's personal ring announcer. I mean, he should also still wrestle. I mean, he's a hell of a talent.
Absolutely.
But I don't think Gunther should be announced by Samantha, Micro, definitely not Alicia Taylor. And we can touch on that if you'd like. Dude, because brother. Brother.
What did Alicia Taylor do?
Dude, she is the worst ring announcer of all time, in my opinion. In my cold opinion, brother. I would rather have Teddy Long out there announcing that everyone's facing the Undertaker, bro. I'm so serious, dude, and I hope that everyone else thinks she's doing an amazing job. But, dude, she's that when she announces, that's one of the situations where the crowd goes mild. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a good dude. Because I feel like Samantha brings so much emotion to it. You know what I mean? If we're comparing the two, it's night and day, dude. Samantha literally blew the announcement for Cody Rhodes winning the world title because she was so excited. You know what I'm saying? Dude, hey, listen. I'm reading chat right now.
Hey, listen.
Dude, I got it, dude. Listen. Props to her for what she does. Props to her for what she does. But for me personally, it's not it, dude. She should not announce a pick.
Mid! Every single thing in it is mid!
Mid, correct. Correct statement there, MJF. Thank you, Sir Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I appreciate that. But I'm getting off on a tangent. The the Gunther Randy match was phenomenal. It was the barn burner that it needed to be. You had Randy targeting the arm the entire match to limit the chops, which made sense.
Yeah.
And then you had Gunther taking what did he take? 2 RKOs?
Yeah. Gunther's still on.
I mean, and I think that speaks to the like the level they're trying to put Gunther on. Because 2 RKOs, Gunther kicks out. 1 power bomb, Randy's defeated. I mean, the sleeper did it, but the power bomb set it up. You know what I'm saying?
All right, 1 second before we continue on this main event. Co-host, you can find on the whole effing show Unhinged Direct. All right.
Let's go. What's going on, brother man?
G1 Beastie, what's good with you, my guy?
Dude, I'm blessed, brother. I am good. How are you, Deadpool?
Man, I am doing good, man. I just want to ask you before we go any further, do you acknowledge Solo Sikoa as your tribal chief?
I'll acknowledge him as my tribal queef. That's what I'll do. Brother, listen.
Oh,
listen.
I love it. The first one of the day.
Grab a collar!
Dude, he's not anywhere near Roman. Dude, okay, hold on. No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the bloodline. The reason you care what the bloodline does is because of Jacob Fatu. Let's talk about it. If it wasn't for the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Dude, if it was not for the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, you would turn the channel. I gotta plug in the old page here.
It's okay, because he talking crazy solo. How, you know what?
Shush, please.
Solo Oh, the Jacob Fatu bars was everything.
The only reason you know Solo's name is because Roman screamed it into the mic. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not a fan, dude. Like, there's no substance to the
Talking
character.
real greasy about the next WWE heavyweight champion.
Brother, get out of here. Get out of here. It's your show. Get out of here, brother. It's not happening. It's not happening in a million years. Even okay, if they have the match, Roman's interfering. Good luck, Solo. Good luck, Bloodline. Roman's coming back. Daddy's home. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that they're gonna have the Bloodline go over on Roman in a championship setting. Because the match we want to see, if we're going to be honest about it, we want to see Cody and Roman at the Royal Rumble. If we're going to be honest about it, Cody, Roman, Royal Rumble. Cody beats Roman. Cody, Randy wins. That's what we want to see. Nobody wants to see Solo. They can have all the tag gold they want. They can win. No, they can't win the U.S. Championship because they can't take it away from my boy L.A. Knight. But, dude, listen, man. I will never, to the day I die, I will never acknowledge Solo Sikoa as a tribal chief.
Deadpool, oh, you alive. He brought you back to life with bars. He woke you up. Solo Sequoia. Are you kidding me? The Towel Boy? Are
You guys gotta put some respect on Solo's name, man. Solo has progress. This was the guy who just stood there, did nothing. Now he's the mouthpiece, dog. Look at the progress, bruh.
And nobody listens.
Of course he's not Roman. But, man, you gotta respect the progress, and especially for someone who's a younger superstar. How many times have you seen a younger person? You haven't really seen it until you've seen, like, The Shield, where you see like these younger dudes who just skip the line, like, nah, I'm not doing the whole you're gonna young boy me and I'm gonna be in the mid-card division for like 10 years, and then finally after 10 years of fans saying, oh, he should have got a shot. Like, nah, and even though he isn't one of those people who are the fans are clamoring, oh, he needs the shot. It's kind of like when they did Batista, Randy Orton early, you know, it panned out. You made new stars. Right now, Roman's not gonna constantly be around. Like, we've seen how his schedule was already when he had the title the last time, and he's a bigger star now than he was then. So you think his schedule, you think he's going to do more matchups? So you need to build those Solos and those other people so that you have other people besides just Cody, because you can only do Cody and Roman one more time. Now, I do agree with you. That does make sense. I'm looking at the calendar. The more time goes on, we get closer to the Survivor Series, Rumble Mania. So if they do pull the trigger, they need to do it now. Like, I don't know, man. And see, that's the thing. Solo got a lot of heat. And you know what, man? Y'all sleeping on the bloodline. Y'all only giving Jacob his flowers, but yo, Tonga Loa is a gem. I don't care what nobody says.
But the truth is, they saw in you what I see in you. You're nothing but a mid-carder.
Whoa.
Dude, shout out to Moose. Shout out to Moose telling Matt Cardona that.
I just become a Solo's defense attorney because damn, he was grilling him, bro. He threw him on the barbecue grill.
Dude, listen, I understand in time Solo could become something great. As of this moment, as of September 5th, 2024, he ain't it, dude. Give it 5 years, he might be it. Right now,
I see why you got your name, bro.
Dude, I think right now, truthfully, and okay,
Son's beastie. I see why you got the name, dog.
Jacob Fatu is great. Tongaloa. I get Tamatonga and Tongaloa confused. Which one is the smaller fella?
That's Tamatonga.
Tamatonga. Excellent. Yeah, the growler, if you will. Tongaloa is right there next to Solo. In my opinion. What they've done with him so far under the WWE umbrella, he's right there with Solo, and Solo ain't it, dude. I would love to have more stake in what the bloodline is doing, but if Jacob Fatu and Tamatonga aren't there, you know, there's no meat to it. And that may not be Solo's fault. But the way he's been booked, dude, okay, hold on. I'm going to go off on a little tangent, and please forgive me. Please. The second I lost faith in Solo was when Roman lost the title in the SmackDown after. Solo going to talk about losing has consequences.
He ain't win a match. He ain't win a
Mr. 1 in 57
is crazy.
But that one was John Cena. Definitively.
Who cares? AJ Styles beat John Cena. Roman Reigns beat John Cena. Randy Orton's beat John Cena.
But no one's beat John Cena like Solo's beat John Cena.
Umaga beat John Cena the way Solo beat John Cena. Bro, I'm telling you, that one win over a 40-something-year-old John Cena to me means nothing. I mean, you hit him with 9 Samoan spikes. Congratulations. What'd you do after that? What'd you do with the momentum of that? Nothing. And then you're going to talk about on the SmackDown after WrestleMania that losing has consequences? Mr. 1 in 57 has no right to say that.
He didn't lose any more matches since Cody at that point, though. At that point, he ain't lose no more matchups up until Cody.
How many one-on-ones has he do?
And to give him credit, he did that match pretty much almost the entire thing by himself. Jacob came at the very, very end, bro. He looked strong in that matchup. I think you could make a star with Solo.
And I think you could too. And I know I'm slandering Solo right now. Okay. I know I am. In a couple years, I think Solo will have his time.
I say 3 to 4.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, Solo is not it. He is still green on the mic. His moveset is that of a couch potato. I mean, there's no substance.
Jacob Fatu didn't even have his run. Like, I'm just being real. 3 to 4.
Marveler, hold on. I'm gonna acknowledge the chat real quick. Marveler, exactly. Austin Theory beat John Cena.
That was under some nasty circumstances, bro. The Vince McMahon era. Vince was grooming Austin, bro.
It don't matter. He beat him.
But yo, you know what? I'm gonna let you have it. You win that debate, bro. I'm not even. I tried to, and honestly, I said that as a troll because I already knew where you stood on Solo, bro. Because I follow your channel. I'll be watching. That's how I don't have cable, so I always watch WWE. Watch it on your channel. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be up in there chatting it up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
If WWE is listening right now,
I wouldn't even be able to.
I don't show anything.
Yeah.
Don't show nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't show anything if WWE is listening. I show nothing at all. It's literally just my face. Thank you.
Just your commentary. Yeah, just like how you are right now.
Yep.
But I could tell exactly what's going on just by your commentary, bro. It has me right up into it. Yo, moving on, bro. I need to know this, man. You're not a Solo believer.
No, sir.
Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
I believe in Joe Hendry. And listen, I believe in Joe Hendry. Dude, I mean, they love him in Scotland. Canada, and Tokyo, America. I mean, they love him everywhere, bro. They love him everywhere. Who would I be to not?
Yo, he did not do
I mean, they
Y'all
love
might
him.
as well have blue bandanas right now, man, because y'all are
I would
killing me.
love one. I would love a Joe Hendry poster. If Joe Hendry would have won, I would have replaced that LA Knight poster with a Joe Hendry poster, and I promise you that. I promise you.
Yo, speaking of Joe Hendry. Oh, my fault.
I believe in
Hey.
I know. Turn it up, everybody. Sorry. But speaking of Joe Hendry, NXT No Mercy. Oh, but before we get NXT No Mercy, what was your favorite match on the Bash of Berlin card? And what was your worst?
Worst match would be the tag title match, the women's tag match. And my favorite match would have to be Gunther and Randy. And if anybody says any different, I feel like you're a liar.
That's a fact. Drake, what was your worst match since everybody basically got the same favorite?
My worst match was women. Oh wait, no, you talking to me?
Oh no, I was asking Drake.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'd probably have to agree with the ladies. You know, it was a solid card all around for the most part.
Oh, it was. All right, so we all agree on that. So NXT No Mercy, the energy was still up. From Bash to Berlin to NXT No Mercy still wasn't the same crowd, but come on, dude. The car still delivered the match I didn't think was going to happen. They did something. I'm always going to say they did something that AEW couldn't have done.
Yeah, they filled both sides of the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Why y'all gotta?
Dude, I'm an opinionated fella, brother. I'm an opinionated fella.
I wasn't even talking about that, but that was true. It was true. That's not what I'm saying. Yo, NXT No Mercy, solid card. Definitely a solid card.
Oh man, like
That was the bar. Oh man.
Dude, I'm corpsing
Yeah.
over here, dude.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice because we're not even gonna talk about them, bro. Because man, it's just like talking about them is just like it's like watching a bad movie. Like you know, like the guilty pleasure watching a bad movie. Like, but
Okay, let's talk about the good movie we saw. NXT.
yeah.
Nathan Frazier and Axiom defeated Chase U to become the new NXT Tag Team Champions.
Dude, why, Ridge? Why?
Right. They liked it. At first, I was on that fence, like, what? They just won the title. Why did you do that? But sacrifice the story, I went with. And it's Ridge Hollins, for somebody that kind of took a lot of heat. People still think he's going to be mid. This could be a good push for him.
I agree.
Because Chase U is still a
I
fan
don't like it because it's like he finally got a fit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else really like.
But that's the story.
I feel like gelled for him. You know.
But that was the story. Is literally. But I think this is gonna show that new character because that's the story of like y'all got me where I'm supposed to feel at home, but y'all ain't y'all just like the other teams. I lose the titles. Like I just got this. It's y'all
Exactly.
fault. I didn't get pinned.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as this is Ridge Hollins saying, "Okay, I've tried the team thing. Now this is my time to be the monster that he should be." I feel like Rich Hollins should be the new, not the new Braun Breaker, but on that level. Truthfully,
They could use a powerhouse like that. They don't have one. Well, besides Obafemi.
Dude, put him against Oba. Put him against Oba.
He's gonna lose.
Can we go off on a side note here?
Yeah.
Who's gonna beat Oba?
At this point, obviously, I'm gonna wait to see if there's any like new signees or trade or something? Because that is a great question.
That's a
They
great
got me
question.
to a point where you really it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. We have
You have
seen
to
this
bring in
man.
like a moose or some shit.
Yeah,
I
we had
don't know, like
literally like we have seen this man deal style stuff. Like he F5 twice, one man in the air without throwing him once. He F5 him twice somehow. Like he threw Wesley like it was nothing.
you know,
Wow.
Oba, one of those people. No one, you don't even beat him, bro. You just have him go up to the main roster with the belt, and then relinquish the belt and go onto the main roster. Like, damn, like, I don't know.
That is a
But
great
see,
question. But currently on the roster, I can't see nobody.
Tony D'Angelo made a
You know
point
what though? If anyone could
that
do it, I
he
was gonna
could have.
say my boy Tony.
They pushing it. They are pushing for that. I'm not gonna hold you. They are pushing for that.
Dude, double chat said double title champ
I like
coming
Tony
soon.
D'Angelo.
I believe it, man. Let him beat Ethan. Let him be the first double champ in NXT.
Facts.
Has anybody ever
Keith Lee
held
did
the
that, right?
NXT North American Championship?
No,
Keith Lee did that when he beat Adam Cole. You remember it was like the belt for the
Oh,
belt.
he did beat Adam Cole. Yeah, it was Keith.
Then he relinquished the belt the very next day. I'm like, bro, why? Like, what was the point of like the title for title if you're just gonna relinquish the other title like immediately? But I digress.
Look at Keith Lee now. Yeah. Anyway, like you said, I digress. But then after that, speaking of, look how that kind of segue into it because I'm not going to go into a whole nother segue. I'm going to talk about it now. NXT has done something that AEW couldn't do properly, and New Japan is next. I hope New Japan. Hope you watching because the way NXT is treating TNA compared the way AEW treat TNA is a mile of a difference. And they did something nobody thought they would do. A TNA superstar, a X Division champion, defeated a WWE superstar on their platform.
Yes, sir.
On a PLE. Not even a regular NXT, on a PLE. It's levels. When I watch AEW with TNA, I saw them tell their world champion, you got to go in the back door. That's crazy to me. But I digress. We're sticking with NXT No Mercy.
That was hilarious.
I'm just saying. Zachary Wentz versus Wes Lee, and this was a goodie. I liked it. I did like it.
It was a banger, dude.
This was a goodie. I even like the other Rascal member getting involved.
Absolute banger.
Do y'all think a Worlds Collide is coming up soon?
Dude, you could only hope.
At what point? At what point? How many teases are we going to get?
Well, see, you got Jordan Grace defending her title next Tuesday on NXT. So my thought is, what happens if she loses? What's next?
It would depend on who she gonna fight. What if it's Jada Parker?
I don't see Jada Parker being a candidate for that match after just losing to Roxanne.
So who do you got that's good enough to go against Jordan Gracie to even think they're gonna win?
That's the good question. Who would you put against
her in a match with her? But I don't see her winning. I see it being I see them giving us that banger. So Ruka versus Jordan Gracie, but she wins. I don't think Jordan Gracie is gonna lose her title on NXT.
Do you think Roxanne accepts that challenge? It says there's nobody left here. I've beat them all. Like, and she's beat Jordan Grace, correct?
Yeah, she did. She challenged for her. Right. Why not?
Yeah. Jordan Grace challenged for the NXT women. So I mean, it only makes sense, right? Roxanne Perez, Jordan Grace, TNA title on NXT TV.
champion versus
Well,
champion.
Roxanne is taking on Julia. You remember?
But they got to
Oh,
do a
she.
number one contender match because you got
They're
Chelsea.
switching. They're switching to the CW network in a week, right?
Yeah, but they got to
Like,
do a number one contender match. They can't just give it to Julia. Yo, Chelsea Green got one of the.
nah, she like challenged her for the title.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
did
she
you
did.
see NXT? Like Chelsea Green pulled up. Like, no, what do you mean? I'm first. And it was face to face, and that's when she hit her with a knee and everything. They can't just Chelsea Green got a pop, bro. The crowd went crazy when Chelsea Green came out.
I don't appreciate Alicia Taylor trying to do the Chelsea Green intro that Samantha does, and that's all I'm going to say. That's all I have to say.
Like, imitation is the nicest form of flattery, I guess. Damn.
If you do it right, it is. Yes, sir.
Yo, oh my god.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. Dude, I'm not trying to be anti Alicia Taylor, okay?
Nah.
Or anti Solo.
He hurt my feelings.
Damn right I did.
But speaking of the Jada Parker
okay.
versus Roxanne Perez, this match caught me off guard. This was goody. Like,
Dude, it delivered.
they delivered. This match was fired. I really enjoyed this match.
So when she backed that ass up, bruh, and that barricade just, yo, hey, Samantha said like if she was there, she wouldn't even budge. Like she would have just, you know.
And that's why we need Samantha.
Like Ricochet, yo, girl, a freak, bruh, and you left a freak with the circus, man. You're in trouble, Ricochet. I don't know what you was thinking, man. Secret wrestling, like the same 5 states. Secret wrestling, Florida, Las Vegas, Rancho Cucamonga, Chicago.
So you could get paid double and be seen -5.
So it could be added to the Fight Forever Nintendo 64 graphics game.
When the rumors happen, like, what is the point? Like, why did you do that? You're gonna wrestle Will Ospreay, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, that's going to be your time. Because they're not giving him a world championship. I doubt they give him the international championship.
Damn, I remember that international ladder match. For the longest, they had that meme where it was like everybody but Ricochet was gone, and he was like the only one left, and now he's gone too. It's just like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Tony throws all this shade, and not to talk about AEW, but it's funny how Tony will throw all this shade at WWE and NXT and whatnot, but as soon as everybody over there's contracts up, he like pays them like 10 times. 10 times what they ever got paid over at WWE just so they can have him on his show, bro. It's like, man, just say you're a fan, bro. Just be real.
Dude, okay.
Can't really mean
all
this
I'm
about
gonna say about AEW is they give the wrestlers freedom over there to do whatever they want, and it clearly doesn't work. You have to have a target.
Whatever.
And it doesn't work.
I mean, whatever they want. Hear me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. They let them run wild, and they wonder why the storylines don't get off the ground.
Like, who killed WCW didn't exist.
Exactly.
I mean, touche. I mean, never mind. Because I don't want to talk that. I don't want to talk AEW. Like the NXT.
Okay, Tony D'Angelo versus Oba Femi.
Dude, I believed in Tony.
They had me for a second because they believe in Tony. They believe in Tony.
If there was anybody I'd be okay with beating Oba, it would have been Tony. I'll say that.
It would have been Tony D'Angelo. Bring the North American Championship to the family.
I love his gimmick, bro.
Oh, it's flawless, dude.
I didn't like it at first, but it caught on to me. I will say
Dude,
that.
the only thing I don't like about his gimmick is he's a mobster Tony, and I feel like that should be a Sopranos only. If you haven't seen The Sopranos, that's where they got the gimmick for Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Because the main character on that show is Tony Soprano. And it's a mob based. Anyway, I'm not going to get into The Sopranos. Love that show, by the way.
I've seen
But
about
yeah,
half of the season.
Tony, I don't want to say Tony should have won, but Tony could have won. And now we're back to the question. If not Tony, then who? Who beats Oba?
I don't have no suggestions.
No, I have nobody. I mean, the only thing I see going forward for Oba is he squashes everybody until he gets to Ethan Page. Maybe Trick Williams? Maybe? But do you demote Trick like that?
Has Trick had that title though?
I mean, I don't. I just started watching NXT in the past probably 4 months. I don't think he's had the North American Championship. I know Carmelo had it.
Because I know sometimes I like to just have that on their resume type, like Grand Slam type thing. But I mean, it ain't like he's gonna get the tag team titles either, so I could kind of see what you're talking about going backwards. If anything, just going to the main roster.
That's what I'm saying. He should go to the main roster and feud with Carmelo again.
Especially while Whip That Chick is still hot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, man, I don't see anybody currently beating Oba unless it's some gimmick, like unless they have like a ladder match for the North American Championship. That's the only way I see Oba losing.
Only way I see Oba losing is if the tribal chief Solo says Jacob Fatu.
All right. So
ladies
Ethan Page versus Do You Believe? Joe Hendry. They could push that story. The Do You Believe?
You think? Hold on. If I'm hearing what you're saying and you're saying what I'm hearing, you think Joe Hendry beats Oba?
Listen,
is that?
I'm just saying. Listen, think about it. The crowd is. Do you believe them kicking out of a power bomb? The crowd will go crazy. Them kicking out
100%.
I must spit my drink out when he said the crowd believe. Like, man, get out of here. Like, no.
I bet you so. First of all, you don't believe in Joe Hendry. That's the problem. You don't believe in Joe Hendry.
You don't believe in Joe Hendry?
He doesn't believe in Joe.
I believe in Unhindre.
Dude, okay, you're gonna tell me you believe in Jeff Hardy, but not Joe Hendry. What the hell is that?
You don't believe in Solo, but you believe in Joe Hendry is blasphemous.
I believe in Joe Hendry because he has a personality, he has a move set, and dude, he could hold a title. Solo with any title looks odd. He's to this point in his career, he's Roman Reigns' side chick. That's all Solo is. I'm not trying to get
tribal
whole Solo combo again.
Man, you wilding on Solo, man. You don't believe that. See, that's how I know. That's how I know he's doing his job, man. Because that's the heat right there. You see the passion. You see the passion that Solo gets from people.
Yeah, it's for not being good enough.
That's top tier heat right there.
No, listen. I would rather Dominic Mysterio hold a world championship before I would Solo. That's how I feel.
I mean, Dominic is dope. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold you. Dominic is like a future world champion for sure.
For sure. 100%. I can't say the same for Solo.
Ethan Page
Switching gears. Switching gears.
versus Joe.
This ain't the solo show, bro. One thing I do need to know real quick, bro, because we never ask these things, man. We always ask these things. I take that back. Should have been the first thing I asked you, Beastie. I'm pretty sure I've asked you on your live stream, so
wait, already asked.
Smoke a lot of weed, so I forgot.
Wait, already
your
asked.
top 5 favorite wrestlers, my guy.
Dude, we'll run it back real quick. I remember Bray Wyatt, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Triple H, Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne, okay.
Evan Bourne's my number 5, and we can get in that conversation as soon as we cover Joe Hendry and Ethan Page.
Ethan Page, I'm happy he shut down the Joe Hendry Express, man. I'm happy for you believers out there. Hey, I play the you don't get to go home happy, because I know y'all thought that there was going to be a title change.
You don't get to go home happy.
Nah. You know what? This sets up the real matchup. Ethan Page versus Josh Alexander. That's the money match. Joe Hendry could go wrestle for the international championship or something else, bro.
Brother, Joe Hendry had the match. He lost to a low blow.
That's what he was doing.
If you don't think that there's going to be a rematch with Joe Hendry going over, title or no title,
It's Joe Hendry. It's Joe Hendry shit.
Wait.
I do not get the appeal. I do not get this Joe Hendry.
You don't get to go home happy.
dude. You want me to explain the Joe Hendry phenomenon?
Yeah,
the
please.
song,
Elaborate.
the character, the move set.
The move set. All right, what's so crazy about his move set? What does he do?
He can wrestle. That's the thing, man. There's not a lot of people that have the total package. Joe Hendry to me is the total package. They're either a great wrestler with no character, example, or they're all character and no wrestle. Example, Enzo Amore. What was he doing? The most over
God,
people.
Man. I feel bad for Enzo, man. Because it was found out what got him fired was a lie, and he never got his job back. But and that kind of brings me to one thing that I did have as a note. But since you brought up Enzo, because it kind of reminds me of the situation right now with the Odyssey Jones. Obviously, we ain't got a whole lot of information at the moment.
No. How are you West Coast time on the podcast? We started the pod talking about that. We started the pod with this top 5.
How do you put out a flyer saying we're gonna start at 7:15 Pacific time?
And we start at 7.
And then y'all go a whole hour early, bro. Like I told you.
Hold on.
Smoke, brother. What are we doing?
Hold on. I'm gonna look
on time.
What time is this Pacific time right now?
It's 7:22 right now. 7:23.
Oh, we didn't start our hour.
You guys started a whole hour early, bro. What are you talking about? 30 minutes early. I was like, oh man, you going early as hell. Like what?
Let's go.
Yo, it's three different time zones in here right now, bro.
Okay.
No worries.
No worries. Time, you Pacific time, I'm Eastern time.
Okay, hold on. All I'm gonna say is you forgot Mountain Time. You went backwards an hour, and that was Mountain Time. Dude, let's go.
I was like, oh man, they're going early, dude. What
That's a solid. Dude, shout out to the whole effing show with the time zone update, dude. Oh, dude, cheers, buddy.
Yo, man, yeah, that's a crazy situation, man. If that is indeed real, since you guys already spoke on it, just like my quick little 2 cents, man. If he indeed did that, then for sure, like his career is over. But if there's if something does come to light, damn man, it kind of sucks, man. Because it's like you don't want the locker room to feel uncomfortable. Once you got that stigma on you, you know, it kind of makes it's like a dark cloud that's like over you, you know. So wherever you go, like there's gonna be someone who may or not believe you're innocent. So damn, I guess they have no choice but to get rid of him in that situation, you know.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and I feel, and I'm gonna just quickly restate this. If he did it, burn in hell. I'm glad you're fired. But it's just the timing of it that seems odd. As soon as this man hits the main roster, as soon as this man gets in a storyline people are caring about, as soon as he's making a little bit of money.
Drafted twice the Raw. Drafted twice.
Yeah, that's.
It didn't do nothing.
As soon as this man gets some traction, something comes out. I mean, it's the timing of it just seems odd to me. But again, if he did it, and I mean this with every ounce of my being, burn in hell, glad you're fired.
Yeah, all right. But it do feel like that Nash Carter, like you said, Enzo, just feel like that timing, like you said, it just timing don't make sense.
Yeah, that timing is kind of suspicious. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nope.
Especially if it's someone who just like maybe just scoring like, oh man, like I'm not getting any of this money. You see someone who's on TV and you're like, oh, I'm over here starving. I'm over here eating like, you know, McDonald's.
I'm over here on that ramen,
like, state to state, you know, country to country and shit. Like, fuck that. Yeah. My biggest problem with that is like, it's like, if like, I hope this is gonna sound cruel. I don't hope this, but it's like, man, if it like to a certain extent, it's like, man, at this point, I feel like it gotta be real because, like, if it's not, like, it's evil, you know, it's evil, in the fact that you have people who are playing off other people's real life tragedies to their benefit. You know what I'm saying? And even worse, to affect somebody else's hard work and take it away from them is like extra. It's like it's double evil.
Yeah, 100%. And like my whole thing with that is like WWE is going to do their internal investigations to it, and since he is fired, there's either everything to it or nothing to it. Because after the whole Vince McMahon allegations, they can't afford to have that running around.
Can't play around with none of that.
Yeah, so that may have just been a like, oh well, we can't have these rumors. But again, I want to restate very, very vividly and very honestly. If he did it, I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad his paycheck's cut. I'm glad he has nothing left. We'll see him in AEW.
He's such a big dude that if he did it, I just don't see how he wouldn't have already been locked up and charges. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like the timing is kind of making me a little suspicious, but at the same time, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm just saying if he's not guilty, because it makes me think of Enzo, you know, and the only reason why I even am somewhat speculative that he's may not have did it is just because there's like all type of little, when you go down the rabbit hole of all the little wrestling sites and whatnot, you get different little informations, little tidbits, and there's some people who are like, yo man, like, oh, he just had a vindictive female who was mad at his success and just wanted to like ruin his career and stuff. And it's just like, man, that could be true, you know? So like, who's to say? Like,
until we have more like evidence, it is innocent until proven guilty. So that's where I stand on it. But the second it comes out that he did do it, good. You know, like I'm glad he got what he got. But until then, but okay, let's get back to the WWE side of the allegations, right? And I'm wondering now, do we get the Xavier Woods heel turn?
Man, I hope so, because man, I was really digging that, but it's like now, how do you just like how do you do it now? I mean, oh, you know what? I mean, they could play off the firing. I mean, it's not beyond WWE. You know, they're pretty petty.
Oof.
Like, what happened to Odyssey? I don't think they'd be like scared to name drop them. They own the rights to the name. Like, yo, what happened to Odyssey, Xavier? Like, yeah, I got him
I
fired.
don't.
When he got fired over, that's
Yeah. I mean, if it was
yeah,
just released,
yeah.
like that's one thing, but I don't think with WWE being a PG product and the sponsorships that they have to kind of walk on eggshells around, I don't feel like they'll make that comment. Now, I stated earlier that I think if they get that championship match that Kofi was talking to Adam Pearce about, then okay, they lose the championship match. Xavier's like, you know what? You're holding me back. And maybe that's where we get that heel turn.
I would be cool with that. 100%. I mean,
oh, Tyler Breeze.
that's where it felt like we were getting with the Odyssey, you know? And that's why I'm kind of mad he got fired when he did, 'cause I'm like, damn, we were about to finally get like the Xavier Woods run, but this guy who was like pretty much like the anchor to that, you know, or like the bridge.
Yeah.
Is
the
no
catalyst.
there,
He was
you
going
know?
to start
Yeah.
that fire.
Yes,
And now
sir.
it's going to be interesting to see, because now, okay, with him being fired, do we ignore the seeds that were planted for the heel turn? Do we just say everything's fine now? Odyssey's gone. Everything's okay.
I feel like they could still find a way to have him go dark, even if like he's just start like being a little bit more cutthroat, cheat, like, you know, like the New Day, the good guys, and then he's the one trying to cheat, and Kofi's like the one hesitant, like, oh, don't do that, that's cheating, you know, and then he's just like, man, you don't want to cheat, like, fuck it, and finally leave him
See,
hanging.
isn't
type of
that
thing,
isn't
like
that the storyline they played with Indy Hartwell? Did they redo that?
I mean, what?
It might could work because it's two different.
Kind of like an audible at this point. It's like, what else could we do? I mean, I like how you said we could do the tag team. They lose the tag team, and then you turn on them then.
Mm-hmm.
Or like he attack them before the matchup, and then they can't make the matchup type of thing. You know, the whole Shawn Michaels, Triple H, who attacked me backstage. That'd be a nice little
like
callback.
the Carlito Dragon Lee.
That was a nasty. I'm gonna tell you, you're on WrestleMania like what, a week, 2 weeks before WrestleMania. So you have like a week to tell all your family, I'm about to be on WrestleMania. And then the very next week, the last show before WrestleMania, you're like told, hey, we're writing you off WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, they had to know that was coming, you know, just for the sake of doing that. I mean, I know kayfabe wise, right? Yeah, I mean, you got attacked a week before WrestleMania. Sorry,
But
you know.
was that really though? I mean, because the Andrade deal was kind of like, it was like desperate to sign with WWE. So it's probably like, who's to say that wasn't the original plan until Andrade was just like, hey, I'm here, like my contract's up, and Charlotte Flair pulled some strings, like, hey, you know, because at that time, Ric Flair was over there, Andrade was over there. There's rumors Charlotte may possibly go over there. So it was kind of like used all that for leverage to get Andrade. He got in through Charlotte, man.
You think so?
Like, not to like discredit Andrade because he's a great wrestler and whatnot, but like I think that spot in particular at WrestleMania, as soon as he got signed, like he didn't get signed that far off into like being put into WrestleMania. Like,
That's a fair take. That's very fair.
so I feel like he kind of like I feel like Charlotte pulled rank like, yo, get Dragon Lee out, Andrade in.
I know it's getting late. I appreciate Beasley coming out. But before we close out, what was your match of the weekend?
Match of the weekend, not including Monday or Friday.
No, not including Monday or Friday.
Okay. Match of the weekend. Dude, I gotta go Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, man. I have to. Just the way I was on the edge of my seat, hoping and believing in Joe Hendry for the rug to be pulled out with our
You gotta believe,
dude. I am a believer in Joe Hendry.
What was your worst match or moment of the weekend?
Dude. Well, okay, I'll do. Can I do both, match
Yeah.
and moment?
Yep.
Okay, match, the women's tag match. It made no sense for Bianca and Jade to win. They didn't need that. They didn't need that win. Alba and Isla did, and now they're back in the number one contendership, which makes no sense.
Right.
Worst moment was KO not pulling the trigger on Cody.
Unfortunately, it was almost my worst match because of the story in the match. It's Kevin Owens. Like, since when?
I really like that Cody and KO match though. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That was still a really good matchup.
It was a great match, but for Kevin to not pull the trigger on Cody made no sense.
When he finally did though, that one time, that was hilarious. So man, that's how good they sold the leg. That when he finally did, you're like, oh, he kicked the leg. Like, that's fucked up. He kicked that fucked up leg. Like, it's just like, bro. He really thought that leg was damaged. By the way, I was so like, I can't mess it up, man. He's like, I'll kill him. We got sympathetic Kevin Owens for once, bro. Like, for once he didn't do the greedy thing, you know. But
see what happened to Kill Steen Kill.
Right.
Is it gone?
Kill Steen Kill. I remember that shirt, mocking John Cena shirts. And now he won't power bomb Cody Rhodes on the edge of the ring.
He'll turn on Sammy. He'll
Sammy's
turn on Chris Jericho. He'll turn on everyone else, but God forbid Cody Rhodes with the WWE Championship on the line. Are you, dude?
They started off bad. I don't want the world, bro. It's the WWE World Championship.
Okay. To Kevin's credit, he didn't say I don't want it. He said I don't deserve it.
That's still this is Kevin. Oh my god.
That's wild.
In the grand scheme of things, did he deserve it though?
Say it again out loud.
Yeah, because man, look, every time Kevin Owens had a title match, he got cheated, bro. This is the first time he actually gets a fair shot, and he don't pull the trigger. Like, that's on him.
What happened? Okay, I'm gonna see if y'all's memory is correct. What happened the first time Kevin Owens won the Universal Championship?
Triple H.
He got to hand it to him.
Okay. So if you're gonna say every title match he got cheated, what about the one that he cheated? What about the one that he got handed to him? Listen, I think this should have just been Kevin Owens turning full heel. I feel like this should have been Kevin Owens kicking Cody Rhodes' teeth in, breaking his leg, whatever he needed to do, and he didn't pull the trigger, and that's why that is my worst moment of the weekend.
So you wanted Kevin Owens to beat Cody?
Yeah. Yeah, I 1000% did. I wanted.
G1, G1, we finally reach an agreement. All right, because I'm over the Cody. I'm over the Cody reign, and that was one of the questions I was going to ask you. Was who do you and you too, Frost? Who do y'all have, or who would y'all prefer to take the title off Cody? That's why I'm saying all the Solo thing, because I'm like, dude, I'm more invested in Solo for whatever y'all say about Solo. I'm more invested in his story than Cody's storylines. Cody's storylines are just, oh, I wrestle. Oh, AJ Styles, we were Bullet Club in New Japan. Kevin Owens, we were buddies, and that's how I met the Elite. Like, bro, like no one cares about this shit, bro. Like,
Randy should beat Cody.
Storylines, bro.
That's his story. That is his story. That is literally the legacy. That is
and I'm okay. We heard about that. We heard the first 5 years of AEW. We're reminded by Matt Jackson like every 2 weeks. We started AEW. like, bro, like we know you guys built a new company, bro. Like, okay. We know you were in Bullet Club, bro. We know Bullet Club is what got you guys hot. All right.
Does that have to do with Randy? Honestly, literally, all these.
Okay, Randy's cool. Randy's cool, but I'm saying the other stuff. I was like, that's why I'm tired of the Cody run for me. It just ain't really hidden. It ain't as interesting as the Bloodline. It ain't as interesting as the CM Punk Drew.
His best story is Randy. Randy turned.
It's not as interesting as the LA Knight and Logan Paul stuff, bro. Like a lot of Cody stuff.
But LA Knight can make anything interesting. LA Knight can make anything interesting.
That's
the fact.
It ain't even more interesting than the Judgment Day stuff going on right now with Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor, bro. I'm sorry, these storylines are all like more. I'm more invested in.
Dude, Cody
is
he's a great champ. Okay, he can put on 5-star matches. He's proved it multiple times, even since just returning to WWE. The storyline that makes sense for Cody right now is Randy. And Randy should go back to SmackDown, said, I couldn't beat Gunther, but I can beat you. And you know why? Because I taught you everything you know. That's the Cody story that needs to unfold. Put Solo to the side, let him ride Roman Reigns' coattails until WrestleMania, and they can have the big blow-off match. Randy and Cody make sense right now.
That's the best story.
Or you have Solo beat Cody.
No,
for the title. And then Cody go I'm messing around, man. I'm messing around. I can't do it. No, bro. No, I always be in your freaking live streams trolling for Solo, bro. So I was like, yeah,
I'll tell you,
get to speak
I'll
to
tell
you,
you
bro.
every
Like,
time that he pops up on my screen, I'm paying attention for Jacob Fatu.
Once again, man, we appreciate G1 Beastie pulling up, man.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. The hospitality has been great. Thank you for opening the forbidden door, if you will. Thank you.
Man, my pleasure, bro. You went definitely beast mode on Solo, man. God dang, bro. You were shutting a lot of my trolling down, bro. I already knew what it was gonna be, bro, because I'm in your chat, so when I type it, you usually do pop off already. So I already knew what the energy was gonna be. You did not disappoint.
I'm telling you right now, if you ask my opinion on anything wrestling related, I will give you my honest answer. And if you like it, great. If you don't, great. My thing is I'm gonna call it. And as I see it, Solo ain't it, dude. He ain't it.
But before we close, I gotta ask you a couple of questions. How long have you been streaming?
Dude, I've been streaming total for 7
you
years.
Acknowledge Joe Hendry.
I'll acknowledge Joe Hendry as my tribal chief.
Man. That's there you go.
Yeah,
I could deal with that.
But
okay.
Dude, I've been streaming for like 7 years. And I just started streaming wrestling commentary at the beginning of this year. And it has been an exponential growth in my channel. And it's been, I don't know you guys' stance on this, but I know my stance. It has been a God-given blessing. And that's what I can say about the streaming so far this year.
Also, you can tell them where to find your Discord.
Oh, the Discord is sub only. You got to drop a sub to the Twitch channel. We may or may not, depending on who you ask, we may or may not do the PLEs in there. If you are not accessible to Peacock or the WWE Network, it's cheaper alternative. One sub gets you a lifetime entry into the Discord.
All right, one more question. How long you been a wrestler?
Dude, I've been a wrestling fan since as long as I can remember. The first thing I remember seeing is Carlito and John Cena in 2008, brother.
That's
Like
badass, man.
I was 5 years old. I remember it vividly, dude. If I can go into detail real quick before we close out. I was sitting on the edge of my mom's bed and I was eating something. Like we were eating dinner and we didn't ever really have like a lot, you know what I'm saying? But we had wrestling. And that was my like escape. And I remember John Cena came out and it may not have been Carlito, it may have been Umaga in like 08, 09. And John Cena just whooped one of them. And it was like, okay, the good guy can win. You know what I mean? And that's really what drove me into wrestling. And dude, I've been a fan ever since. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I missed a Monday Night Raw. I can't tell you the last time I missed a SmackDown. I'm newer to NXT, but as far as Monday Night Raw and is it Friday Night SmackDown go, I can't. I mean, I literally don't think I've missed an episode in 16 years.
You know what I will say, bro? Like, while everybody may have different opinions in wrestling, you know what I'm saying? While I may not agree with some of the opinions, anybody who is a wrestling fan, in my opinion, is like just cool in my book to begin with, bro. It don't matter if we don't agree on none of the same wrestlers, bro. It don't even matter if I watch WWE, which I do, and someone's like, "Oh, I don't watch WWE, but I watch TNA or New Japan or even AEW." I'd be like, "Bro, you watch wrestling? Cool, bro." Like, cause
Yeah, exactly.
I will watch a little bit of the other stuff from time to time, but yeah, like just having anyone who has that that passion for pro wrestling, bro, you're already going to be like good in my book because it's
dude,
it's not
all
so common, I guess.
all of my my friends and family that don't watch it call it the male soap opera. And dude, the more I get into it, the more I'm like, you know what, you're right, and I'll wear that flag proudly.
You're right. No, they're right.
Because
I see that.
dude, it's literally like wrestling has changed my life. And I'll tell anybody that on any given day. Like the fact that I'm able to stream and provide for my family based off of wrestling is an insane statement that 8-year-old me would be pissing himself if he heard.
That is salute to you, bro. Because man, again, dog, I don't have cable, man, and you've been holding me down for months.
Yes, sir. And I'll continue
and aside
until
from
they tell me I can't.
And like your commentary, I feel like I could like visually see what's going on, bro. And it's just like, damn, bro. It's like as if I'm like sitting there like watching and talking like with the fam or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And that's what I wanted to be, man. Because when I was growing up, man, I was such a diehard wrestling fan, and nobody like that I knew was really into it. So I started doing like the wrestling commentary streams for like a area to have people to watch wrestling with. You know what I mean? And having the audience that I do have, and having the community that I do have, like seeing the same faces every single week. It's kind of a surreal thing because like it's like my buddies are back. My buddies are with me
Right.
watching wrestling. And that is the coolest thing. And I do. I'm gonna say real quick that I know that everybody watching this, and you too, I know there's been a time in your life where you've been like, man, I'm such a wrestling fan, and somebody's been like, that's weird, you're a nerd, whatever. You know what I mean? I know for a fact that that's happened, dude. It's okay to be that nerd, bro. Nerd out. Hate Solo Sokoa. Love Joe Hendry. You know what I mean?
You know what, man?
Break your
You
voice
should never
box
you should
every
never
time
lie to
Cody
your
Rhodes comes
audience.
out and woke.
When you have a big audience like you have, BC, you should never lead them astray. You lead them down a dark path. You need to acknowledge the new tribal chief. He has the necklace. All right. I forgot how to pronounce it.
Shush, please.
Solo's
If
the
you
one.
can spell the name of the
Solo's
necklace,
the one.
I'll acknowledge.
Solo's the one. That's why his name is Solo, because Solo means one. He's the one.
You can tell them where they can find you at. 'Cause this man-
Brother, you can find me at Twitch at G1 Beastie, YouTube at G1 Beastie Wrestling, Instagram G1 Beastie, and yeah, I mean TikTok G1 Beastie as well. Any platform you can think of, G1 Beastie is where I'll be.
All right, sir, you shout out.
And I do respond to like the private messages, comments, whatever. So if you wanna hit me up, talk about wrestling, dude, let's do it.
Sounds good, man. Well, man, I'll always be up on your channel all the time, so I'm definitely gonna be up in there. Definitely gonna hit that subscribe and stop being cheap and join the Discord, bro. It's been a pleasure talking with y'all. My guys, y'all already know where to find me at the whole effing show over on YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Twitch. Yeah, there we go. Greatly appreciate it.
All right, we thank you. We love you. I appreciate y'all. You already know. Spark up that dank. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. You know how it goes. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to join the trend. OE Wrestling, no cap. This is a BC type recap has come to an end. Sit back and forever.
Relax.